All right, so let's look at some of Cam Ward's clips from the game against Florida yesterday, and we're going to watch about 6 or 7 clips. And I want you to take away the takeaway is one, his ability to separate himself with what he does outside the pocket. Like these first 3 or 4 clips that we're going to watch are the plays of him throwing the ball outside the pocket on the run. But notice when he escapes, he's always looking to throw, right? He's always keeping his eyes downfield, always looking to throw, staying calm and collective. You heard them talk about that in the game yesterday. But then other clips that we got 3 clips after these kind of outside the pocket throws, you're going to notice him rip it from the pocket, throwing middle of the field, throwing outside the numbers, and then throwing more kind of in between the numbers and the hash. So we're going to see 3 different types of throws. So he was able to kind of put on display everything yesterday, not just his kind of fancier throws where he's throwing from different arm angles and throwing outside the pocket, but you also see him just rip it from the pocket as well here. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and watch it here. Boom, I got to go slow motion. It's broadcast footage, I apologize. But this is the first clip. He's going to escape the pocket. We're going to see him come out through here and throw it on the run outside the pocket. Something else, Florida. So here you see Florida blitzing. Florida blitzed him 63% of the time yesterday. Out of his 380-something yards passing, 305 yards came against the blitz. He had 14-something yards per attempt against the blitz, 305 yards against the blitz. And I think all of his touchdowns came against the blitz, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but he dominated the blitz, and Florida kept blitzing. Whenever Florida didn't blitz, an interesting stat was his yards per attempt were only like 5-something yards per attempt. Okay, so I think this clip was, the end of the game, right? Yeah, fourth quarter. It was right after Lagway had that nice little drive for a touchdown score for Florida, and then he comes out, boom, great example there, thrown outside the pocket, eyes downfield, being able to rip it from any position. Let's go ahead and maybe move this along a bit faster. Okay, next clip here. Again, we see Florida's blitzing. I think they blitz here. I could be wrong. But regardless, you see him go outside the pocket, make the defender second guess themselves, then he has more time here, and then he's able to dump it off here. I think this is a touchdown actually in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. But again, going back to whenever Florida didn't blitz, again, they didn't blitz 30-something% of the time, right? They blitzed 60-something%. Sorry, let me move my face. I'm still getting used to this new annotated thing. They blitzed, boom, and he goes. They blitzed 60-something% of the time. So the time that he didn't blitz, okay, he didn't score, but still throw outside the run. The time that Florida didn't blitz, Cam Ward's yards per attempt were only like 5. Only 5 yards per attempt. No touchdowns, but they kept blitzing for some reason, and Cam Ward just dominated. Now here's an example of them not blitzing. Okay, let me move my head again. I apologize. Here's an example of them not blitzing and Cam Ward going outside the pocket, boom, eyes downfield, and then able to rip it down here. I think this is his first kind of a different arm angle throw, and this was first quarter maybe. Great catch too. Yeah, that was a heck of a catch. All right, last throw here that we're going to watch as far as the throws outside the pocket. I think this was was this his last touchdown maybe? Let's see if I can get this going. Boom. Yep, okay, I think this is his last touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but he escapes the pocket. I know he's kind of getting out of the screen. Let's see if I can scoot that up a little bit. Yeah, so he escapes the pocket, turns in third. Yeah, and then back of the end zone, touchdown. Really good throw, pressure in his face. Again, staying calm, cool, and collective on these type of throws. It's one thing to showcase athleticism and these type of throws, but athleticism with poise and kind of just staying calm the entire time. Really cool, really kind of flashy type plays, if you will. But these throws really separate him from other quarterbacks, right? But not only those throws, but these 3 throws coming up next, I think are what is really impressive about Cam Ward's game. Because it's a lot more than just those like outside the pocket, flashy type throws. So we're going to see him here inside the pocket. This is one of the times Florida doesn't blitz, right? So even when they didn't blitz, he still had success. It just wasn't as deep as non-blitzing throws or whenever they blitzed. All right, so here's an example of Cam Ward being able to throw it. Pretty good coverage here, but fits it outside the numbers. Most of Ward's throws came inside the numbers yesterday, but this is a really hard throw to make. Good defense, good coverage there, but a really good throw by Cam Ward, again showing he can throw outside the pocket or outside the numbers from the pocket. This next clip is going to be Cam Ward throwing, I believe, middle of the field throw, but again, you're going to notice him in the pocket here. Wow, all these clips I'm showing is the clips that Florida doesn't blitz, right? But still inside the pocket here, goes through progressions this side, comes back, right? So he's looking at boundary side initially, comes back field side, goes through progressions, some pressure in his face. Gosh, he's able to, even like being able to kind of manipulate his different arm action, arm angle here based off pressure in his face, throwing through that hole there. Pretty impressive. Good throw, middle of the field. Let's see here. Yeah, so middle of the field throw from the pocket there. Very nice. Boom. And then we're going to watch one more clip of Ward. I believe this is that little smash concept that they threw a touchdown to number 7. The name forgets me. I apologize. But I believe that's the next clip coming up. Let's see. Sorry. Again, got to go slow motion. It's broadcast footage. I do apologize. But yeah, so again, Cam Ward's going to be in the pocket. He's going to let it rip on this corner route here. Again, it's kind of that smash concept. It's a good mature throw, because sometimes if you're just on a regular corner, you may want to throw it to the pylon or try to throw it more on a line. But he's able to kind of sit his receiver down in a sense, which I think is an example of just a good mature throw. So we'll go through progressions here. Boom, again, going slow motion. So Florida is blitzing on this one. Yeah, Florida is blitzing. So you see they're bringing 5. So here's one of the touchdowns. Again, 14-something yards per attempt against the blitz. They blitz 63% of the time. He just owned them against the blitz. But so we're showing, like all his attention will be all his outside throws on the run, outside the pocket on the run. But he can sit in the pocket all day and rip it too. At least he showed he could yesterday, right? So from the pocket, able to rip it for this touchdown. This is what I mean by not throwing to the pylon. A lot of times you're taught on corner routes, throw the pylon, let the guy go get it. But that would put him in danger here. So I thought this was a good throw of just sitting him down here, throwing on the line before he gets over to that corner position for a touchdown, right? So again, Cam Ward, I thought, again, this isn't like some like crazy X's and O's breakdown. This is not all 22. We can see the defense and what he's reading. That's kind of not what we do. There are better people for that. But I think the takeaway from Ward from yesterday is his ability to make any type of throw, right? We all know he can throw on the run and do those sexy type of throws, and that's great. But throwing from the pocket, we saw him throw outside the numbers on 2 clips ago, whereas that kind of out route here, tough throw. We saw him throw middle of the field. And then we saw him throw kind of in between the hashes and the numbers here. So he's able to use the whole field from the pocket and from outside the pocket, which I think is going to make Cam Ward really, really tough. I was surprised by how bad Florida's defense was. I think a lot of that's a testament to Cam Ward too, though, being able to play how he played yesterday. So quarterback fans, let me know your thoughts, though, in the comments below. What do you think of Cam Ward and his performance yesterday? What do you agree, not agree with what we talked about? And if you like this quarterback kind of content and stuff, we spend a lot of time in the SEC. But as far as the quarterback breakdowns, pretty much whatever quarterback has good, big games, we'll try to spend a few minutes talking about what they're able to do well in film. So that's your cup of tea. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Follow us along. We'll see you next time. Peace.